Hello guys, what's up? This is Arka from this side, and today I brought the third video on the playlist of WBJ, and I guess you will be sure liking it. Today I will be sharing with you my strategies which I personally followed to crack the examination previous year. And so for all those who are looking for some validated plan to attempt the paper, this video can help you surely, because I myself followed this strategy and got a rank of 10 in the examination. So let's get started with the video. But before that, I'll be telling you that I'll be sharing a bonus tip and in the end of the video, so do stay tuned for the whole video. Topic of how I attempted the paper, I'll be saying something that you should remember while preparation and also during giving the examination, that your prime focus in all of the three subjects should be on mathematics, because that can really prove to be the game changer. As you know, mathematics has half the weightage of total paper. In the 200 marks paper, you have 100 marks allotted to mathematics and 50-50 to physics and chemistry. So naturally, it's common sense that we should focus more on mathematics. Who are asking, how should I focus more on mathematics? So what you should be doing, that while you prepare for the examination in the last few days, give a little more attention to mathematics. Then how to give more attention? You have to you just need to have all those formulas clear in your mind, all the formulas that you seldom forget while giving the previous year question, or maybe when you browse through previous sample papers you find on net, or maybe mock test you are giving, you're finding that these are the questions, but these are the formulas that I'm frequently forgetting. Just list it down on a paper and revise it day and night, because I'm making it quite clear, if you are making silly mistakes, if you are forgetting formulas, that won't really help you at all. You need to solve the easy questions. That's our basic thing that one should be doing. The tough questions, that will determine your rank, but your selection will determine the easy questions. So make sure you remember all the formulas. Best thing is make a short note. I myself made a short note and list down all the formulas and key concepts, not only in mathematics, but this should be done in every of the subjects, math. Because in physics, if you see, all the mechanics can be really stuffed into 2 pages. That's all the theory that the mechanics has. The rest of it is application, and that is what we are going to do in the examination. So we are not really tensed about the application part. We will just remember that if a question of hinge comes, that these are the steps that we follow. List it down and remember it. Those who have already remembered this part, those who really have it in this mind, they can solve it. They are quite comfortable with those things. They can move to the tougher questions. But for those who are still finding it difficult to remember the formulas, list it down on paper, and that will of course help you. After giving special attention to mathematics, the next target should be chemistry, because in the last few days of the preparation, this subject can really boost your marks. Chemistry will not present you with new questions, new theories. That is not what you expect from chemistry. Chemistry will bring you all those old ideas you already had, all those formulas that you already knew about in physical chemistry, all those concepts you already knew in inorganic chemistry, all those questions you have for 4 or 5 times already, reactions you have solved, those things will be again appearing in the paper. So with special emphasis on chemistry, you should be able to score at least 35 plus in the chemistry paper. That easily you can score. So coming to this strategy, our prime target in the mathematics paper are those 2 marks questions, because those are the questions that can really change the game for you. So what will be your strategy? Like begin with these 2 marks question from the first second? No, because when you first enter the examination hall, you are tensed, you are confused. You start with the 1 mark questions. You solve those 50 questions at one go. Choose the easy questions and don't stick to any of the questions for more than, I will say, 2 or 3 minutes. You solve those 50 questions at one go and then move to the 2 mark section. What will help you in this process is that you will confident you will be confident that I can solve question. That confidence will be coming. But if you start with a 2 mark question, and unfortunately all the 2 mark question, tougher ones are lined at the first, and you get stuck at the beginning, that will kill your enthusiasm, and you will think that everything is going to be wrong with me. So you should not be doing that way. What you should be doing is that you do the first 1 marker question, easy ones, and then move to the 2 marks question and do it in 2 rounds. first solve all the easy questions that are available in the paper, in the 2 marks question, and then try to solve those tougher ones. And even then, if you feel during the paper that no, something is wrong, I can't be solving those 2 mark questions, they're too hard for me, what you can do, think which chapters are you strong in. Think if you are if you think you are strong in trigonometry, solve trigonometry questions. If you think you are strong in calculus, then solve calculus questions. Just think which chapters I am strong in and solve those questions first. That is another thing that you must be aware, that always focus on your strengths, not on your weaknesses. We need to eliminate the weaknesses as far as possible. So this is how I think your mathematics paper will go on course. Again, I said don't be fixed on any of the question, don't lose much of your time on a particular question. We should not be emotional with any of the questions. At the end of the day, we might want more marks. So that is all of mathematics. When you begin physics and chemistry paper, one thing you should keep in mind, that you should not be at all concentrating at the back of your mind thinking that I could have done this question of mathematics right, I could have solved this question, I just forgot that formula that could have really fetched me marks. You should not be thinking this when you are attempting physics and chemistry, but you don't know what happened in the paper. That's what I'm telling you. So with a clear mind, try to attempt the physics and chemistry paper, and between that, it's better that to start with chemistry, because that will not take much of your time. It should be you should be finishing chemistry in around 45 to 50 minutes, and that will give you a lot of time. You'll have a lot of time to give to physics and solve all of the questions. So in chemistry, not much is required. Physical chemistry, numericals will be all those you already solved. The organic reactions, all those you have already solved, that only will be reflected. Nothing much new comes in the paper. And in inorganic also, it's all the theory you have already learned. So chemistry must be going quite well for you. Try to finish it as quickly as possible, but prevent silly mistakes. Read through the options, read the 4 options before you take one of the answers, because maybe more appropriate answers might be present, but they are asking for the more appropriate ones. Read through the 4 options. This is true for all the examinations you give. Read the 4 options, because many of the times the answer is within the question. So if you are missing out on the options, you are actually missing out the whole question. So that is one thing. Another thing is that when you try the physics also, it's better to do it in 2 rounds. First solve all the easy ones, because again, you get stuck in some question and waste 10 to 15 minutes in that question, you are losing out, man. You should not be doing anything like that. You should concentrate on your strengths, the chapters you know best, solve all those first, and then move to those which you are not confident of solving. So that will not kill your time and also improve your efficiency. So that is how I think your paper should be well off. My friend Tejraj is making a video on the important topics of physics, chemistry, maths, which will help you to guide in the last few days and help you prepare for the examination. Apart from that, if you want any other videos on WBG playlist, so do tell us in the comment section, and we'll be trying to help you people. So guys, just as I promised in the beginning of the video, that I'll be giving a bonus at the end, and it is that you must be knowing that it's very important to have good quality short notes that come really handy in the last few days, where you can revise all the concepts and formulas of each of the chapters in a very short interval of time. It's really difficult to cover all those stuff with NCRTs coming in, then your coaching material and everything you have followed. It becomes really difficult to cover all the things in the last 2 or 3 days, but short notes really help in this respect. So for all those who haven't made short notes or have no idea whatsoever how to make them, I can share mine short notes which I made during the preparation year of 2 years, where I've listed down everything important of each of these chapters in one single page. Like for each chapter, I've jotted it down in one single page. So if you people want to have access to these short notes, do tell me in the comment section. I hope you people like the video, and if you did like the video, do share this with your friends who will be appearing for the competitive examinations, and tell us in the comment section whether you'd like be liking to have access to the short notes as well. and help us to grow and reach the subscriber count of 1000 as soon as possible. So till then, bye.